The Philadelphia 76ers have all the makings of a team destined to win today, not tomorrow. Sixers supporters may disagree, but saying they have a relatively narrow window for success is not at all short-sighted. Bringing that perspective into consideration, here are the reasons why the 76ers may be the biggest failure ever if they don't win the NBA title. At number 3, the new scenario with James Harden. James Harden is 32 years old and well into his prime, but given his recent hamstring issues, he may only have a few superstar caliber seasons remaining for the Sixers, and that's only if he commits to Philly long-term, as the deadline for exercising his team option or negotiating an extension during the season has passed. The Sixers are still in the game. Will they be able to make a deep postseason run with Harden, Embiid, and company? The Beard's return or long-term commitment to the franchise may require at least an Eastern Conference Finals appearance in their first playoffs together. In addition to his recent injury history, James has been hit or miss in the playoffs. He has the ability to go reckless and set a playoff record for turnovers, or he has the ability to miss over 20 consecutive three-pointers in the midst of a frigid conference finals. Most recently, a severe hamstring injury ended his chances of going deep in the playoffs with the Brooklyn Nets. We also can't dismiss Harden's attitude issues and questions about whether he's serious about winning or if he'd rather go clubbing the night before a big game. He allegedly acted in this manner in both Houston and Brooklyn. Why is it any different, given the worries about his injury history, age, long-term commitment, postseason flameouts, and a lack of desire to win? At number 2, Philadelphia is not a premier destination. When it comes to establishing a winning team with the Philadelphia 76ers, Daryl Morey will have his work cut out for him. Historically, even before the Ben Simmons scandal tarnished the city's reputation, Philadelphia was not a favorite free agent destination. Any changes to the roster's makeup will have to be addressed through trades or just developing the team's young potential. That is, until Joel Embiid and James Harden put on their recruiter hats and go get to work. The fan base is one of the most vicious in all of sports, and the Ben Simmons incident showed how it can have an impact on a player's mental health owing to the extremes they will go to. The saga involving the former All-Star guard is finished, but the fallout has left a trail of deeper issues in its wake. You're not traveling to Philly for the weather, but you have to wonder if the fandom isn't a draw as well. If you do well for the Phillies, they will warmly welcome you. If your biggest flaw cost them a championship, it'll be a litany of death threats and demands to be shipped out of town. Remember, this is a fandom that has booed and even thrown snowballs at Santa Claus. Are they a fervent fan base or a harsh one? The Sixers' ceiling is dependent on other players perceiving the fan base as fervent and fully believing the sales pitch of being able to challenge for an NBA title. And at number 1, Philadelphia is too top-heavy. On the surface, the Sixers have a fantastic starting five in James Harden and Tyrese Maxey in the backcourt, an all-defense player in Matisse Thybulle, the ideal third option in Tobias Harris at the 4, and an MVP frontrunner in Joel Embiid at the center. After that, their bench is a mixed bag of older veterans like Danny Green, Paul Millsap, and DeAndre Jordan, and unproven youngsters like Shake Milton, Paul Reed, and Isaiah Joe. A bench that ranks 27th in the league in terms of points is one of the league's most hollow, as it provides little to no depth. If one of the Sixers' core 4, Harden, Embiid, Maxey, or Harris, were to go down with an injury, the Sixers would be in a difficult position to replace that productivity elsewhere. When looking at the larger picture of winning an NBA championship, losing depth players like Seth Curry and Andre Drummond starts to hurt. Name one NBA champion who did not have a deep roster. I'll be patient. I'll probably be standing in line like someone at a crowded doctor's office because it's not going to happen. A team is only as good as its parts, and Philadelphia lacks the DNA of a champion. Well guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so that you never miss a video. We'll see you guys next time.